Good evening, everyone. Here goes the school prayer. O hidden life, vibrant in every atom. O hidden light, shining in every creature. O hidden love, embracing all in oneness. May each who feels himself as one with thee know he is also one with every other. Thank you.
Thursday. So we've just heard the school prayer. O hidden life, vibrant in every atom. O hidden light, shining in every creature. So can anyone guess what that hidden light is? Anybody? Okay. So it is believed that the world, what we see around us, everything that is material is not really as real as it may seem. Because earlier, when we were children, we were taught that the smallest indivisible part was an atom, and then it was comprised of the molecules and so on. But now, what we're being taught in schools is that it is a frequency of energy, and that frequency vibrates in such a way that it follows certain spiritual and physical laws that make it seem like solid, liquid, gas, and so on, making the world around us very real in a material sense. But in that atom, it is believed that it is a frequency of energy that's vibrating. And if you actually look at it, one stream of thought says it is actually frozen light. So this theosophical prayer, it was gleaned with so much of wisdom, really indicates that truth. Oh, hidden light, vibrant in every atom. Oh, hidden life. Oh, sorry. What is that? Oh, hidden life is really that. In essence, we are a soul. We are not this body. So now that our speakers joined us, Ramandeep Singh ji, a quick introduction to a speaker who's not new to us anymore. Ramandeep Singh ji is a dedicated life and relationship coach committed to guiding individuals towards emotional strength, clarity, and balanced relationships. With a compassionate and insightful approach, he helps people navigate personal challenges, overcome limiting beliefs, and develop the confidence needed to lead fulfilling lives. Drawn from practices such as hypnotherapy, cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, neurolinguistic programming, NLP, and career counseling, he works holistically to support mental well being, self awareness, and personal transformation. His guidance empowers individuals to strengthen their inner resilience, improve relationships, and move forward in life with clarity and purpose. So, very warm welcome to Ramandeep Singh ji. And before we continue, let us all connect with our inner Guru on this Guruvara so that we get the maximum from this satsang. We have all come in from a busy day. Time now to touch and start listening to the language of the soul. Say this prayer to your Guru or to your Ishtadeva. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha, Gurur Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. That moment of silence is the language of that soul. that connects us to this frequency of today's satsang. So over to you, Ramandeep Singh ji.
Thank you so much, and good evening, everyone. My apologies for joining a bit late.
No problem.
Today's topic is aging with peace, letting go of fear, and building inner security. Uh, I want to ask my participants what idea they have about today's topic. Anyone, anything, whatever comes to mind.
We'd love to have active participation. The more you participate enthusiastically, the more value you take back.
The title itself is clear. So,
Mm, yeah,
Well, for me, I would say aging gracefully is something that, just one, let me open that 1 minute, is something that is actually very important. It's not really taught to us. Um, Aging can actually, the older we are, can really be a blessing. I suppose it depends on how we see it, but it can really be a blessing. So if we manage our bodies and mind in such a way that it is not troubling us, we get so many chances, so many opportunities, experiences to learn from and become a better human being. So overcoming insecurities in aging can happen quite effectively if we realize that there are huge advantages to those who have lived more years, more opportunities to become a better human being. And that, I think, is a very important thing for every household. If they understand the importance of that pillar of strength who holds the frequency in the house, the elder, that house is blessed. So that's the perspective I see.
very nicely said. Few years back when like as I was in the in my practice, I came across one gentleman. He was about to retire from a government job, and he came to me and he said, "Sir, I am going through very severe depression. I don't know what's happening inside my body, but I am not able to cope up with this." He belongs to my city, and he had visited each and every psychiatrist, and he was carrying so many medicines with him. And he told me, "Sir, I am going to these all these doctors having medicines, and I'm not able to figure out what's happening inside my body, and these medicines are they're disturbing me more, and I am not able to handle this situation." I said, "Okay, let's talk." And even I was not able to figure out what's happening with this person, what's wrong with this guy. So, in a session when we were talking, I discovered that this man having a fear of getting old. His children were away, living in abroad. He and his wife living alone here, and he was in a fear. What if something happened to me? My wife will left alone. What if he goes away earlier and I left alone? How I will manage the things? Who will be the person who will be taking care? All these questions were coming up. And at that point of time, I was not able to answer him much. And I was thinking about this. Yes, the situation is really very serious for him, and how he manage the things. And that situation gave me a reason to work on this subject. Yes, this is a critical situation where a person is considering himself alone. There is no one to take care of. There are so many challenges in life. He is losing that vigor of his body, and he's getting old. He is not that active. So many things are happening in his body. So how he'll manage the things? So that brings me getting delved into this subject. And yes, you know, in our practice, sometimes there are some subjects, there are some topics which connects, because we are also in that situation. Though we are growing old, that's a different thing. But we are like, my parents are there, my other relatives are there whom I close to, and I feel like they are getting old. How, what situation they are facing. So all these things like uh, bring this subject to me. So that's the reason I choose this topic. And when discussed with Swati about this topic, she said definitely we can have a session on this, and I'm sure I'll be bringing some insights and my work on this topic that will definitely help you. So it's it's also about how we are going to manage the things, the time to come. It's not about getting into some illness or getting into some fear, but it's about learning the things how to manage those challenges. You know, the situation when we are into deep fear, when we are into that that situation when we have certain kind of fear, but when we know how to manage the things, the fear is not there. And that is what we are going to learn over here. That's the thing. I don't know how to manage the situation. That will bring a certain fear in me, maybe what is going to happen with me. So when we know how to manage the situation, how once we know how to manage this challenge, we'll definitely deal with the challenge with more, more courage and more knowledge. Then the things will get more calmer. So that's the thing. And it's not that I'm going to fix something and we feel like we are broken somewhere, but it is about understanding the fears that is going to come in our life. Or I feel that even when we were young, as a kid, as a 10-year-old, as a 20 years old, as a 30-year-old, every decade we have a different challenge. Remember, as a child, maybe we have a challenge how to operate a bicycle. Maybe someone have how to drive a car, how to do the things. At 20, maybe we have a fear that find a job, settle in the career. At 30, we have a new challenges. And every stage of life, we have some different challenges. And at some point of time, we think maybe this challenge will is overwhelming. This challenge, maybe I'm not able to resolve it. And that challenge like take us so low, we are not able to resolve that challenge because we don't have the experience, uh, we don't have someone who can come and support us, who can come and guide us. But the challenges are always there in our life, and this challenge is somewhere when maybe most of the people who are support system for me are not available. My children are not there, maybe my life partner is not there, I'm alone, so many things, maybe my good friends who are not there, so many things. So, and this is very practical situation, which is like which will happen, which can happen with any one of us. So it's not about the fear of health or fear of losing loved ones, fear of being alone, but it is about to learn how to feel safe within ourselves, and no matter what life brings in, what challenges life brings in. I want you to know one thing very clearly. Whatever you feel is valid. There is nothing wrong within us. It is, everyone have a different kind of emotion. So everything is fine. we should not feel like that something's really wrong, seriously wrong within me. No, there is nothing. It is all about the situation and the environment we are there. So I feel like this is a very safe space, and this kind of session where we are able to this kind of topic gives lot of insights, give an opportunity to speak and to discuss all kind of emotional challenges which we are facing in any sphere of our life. So there is no judgment, no comparison, and just I'll be trying to bring some my study and my work on this subject. So we'll start with very small exercise. Just close your eyes and take a deep breath. And ask yourself very honestly, what is my biggest fear about growing old? What is my biggest fear about growing old? Don't judge it, just notice whatever thing is coming. First feeling, first thought. You can share with me right now, or you can write if you have your pen and paper ready with you. You can write it down. And if you want, you can share here. So let's understand something very important. The fear is not just about illness, about losing a partner, about financial concerns. Maybe children are moving away for like some, like many children travel to abroad, or they want to settle abroad. So it's not just about these things. The real fear is what will happen to me emotionally. That's the fear. What will happen? Maybe I'll lose the control over finances, or maybe our life, or maybe our body, and also losing the emotional support. And that's very important. That's very important. In every stage of life, whenever we feel low, we always try to find out who is my best emotional support. And for different topics, we have a different kind of emotional support. Everything, there are the rare people with whom you can go and discuss anything and on any topic. We can go and talk. If you have one in your life, you are really blessed. So just try to understand that we are not afraid of being alone. We are afraid of feeling emotionally unsupported. That feeling is there. And what happens that our mind tries to protect us by imagining worst case scenarios. Or maybe that thing happened to me. Sometimes we see our friend or maybe our relative or someone who is going through that phase, and our mind will start creating that scenes for us. And I don't know that will happen to me or not, but my mind is constantly creating that scene. And it creates suffering even before anything happens. That is what our mind is like that. We have trained our mind. We constantly think about our what is going to happen, and then we start suffering ourselves right now in this moment. How to handle this situation? The thing is, we need to be present in the moment because we feel our fear lives in the future, not right now. Right now, I am enjoying fully. I am in a good health. I am doing everything whatever I want to do. But why I am thinking what will happen to me tomorrow, maybe the after tomorrow, or maybe in a year or 5 years or whatever. The suffering starts right now because my mind is taking me to that moment. So how to manage this thing? That's the question. Yes, there are situations, but how to manage? I don't know this way to manage the thing. So we'll do an activity. I'm sure everyone has pen and paper with them. If not, try to grab it. Just have it. So on a paper, just divide that paper into two. Left side, right on the top, what I cannot control. Left side, what I cannot control. On the right side, what I can control. With the heading of these two, then just notice what is coming up. I give you next 5 minutes for this activity. Just write down. Everyone has their own challenges. So no advices from my side what I cannot control and what I can control. Because we all live in a different environment, different circumstances, and we all have our own challenge. So there are some situations which I can definitely control, and there are some which I cannot control. But my mind is suffering from those things which I cannot control. I'm sure everybody is doing this because if we need peace in our life, then we need to stop fighting with the uncertainty, the things which we can't control. We cannot control our time to come. We cannot control the time to come after maybe after 5 years or 10 years. We cannot do that. So we need to find out what are those uncertainties which is disturbing me and which I cannot control. If you are able to discover, you will find so many things which you cannot control, and your mind is constantly suffering on that.